then 21st ranked Texas Tech, UCF, and most recently at Utah, just up the road. Lee Cummard on the other sideline for BYU in his first season. We wondered if there would be a change-up in the lineup after our conversation with Coach Cummard, but it is the usual starters. Pick and roll for Rokel, and somehow able to hold on to that basketball. Crooks, here comes the double. Back out to a wide-open Ariana Jackson, and Iowa State can hit you from so many different angles. And Williams tried to sneak that pass through. Quick hands by BYU forced the Iowa State turnover. Hudgens wants Rokel inside. Rokel, good position. Crooks not wanting to commit the foul, and Lotta Rokel has 4 early points for BYU.
And Rokel trying to use her active ability, her energy around the rim to combat what Audie Crooks does with her physical play inside.
Williams, oh, how about that crossover on the start-stop. Gorgeous move, and she scores with the right hand. Very smooth around the bucket.
So good, so seasoned as a junior. Spent those 2 seasons at Arizona, and she was just magnificent last year, but taking her game up a notch this year.
Delaney Gibb working around a perimeter screen. Settles into a 3 from a foot beyond the arc, and it's a good sign for BYU's sophomore sensation, who has had her ups and downs shooting the basketball. Crooks, and that's just automatic when she gets that low on the post. Rokel had her shot altered, wanted a foul. Lee Cummard letting the officials hear it. Let those whistles stay quiet, and Iowa State back and quickly into their offense. Quick trigger and a shooter's bounce for Sydney Harris. Sensation Delaney Gibb, quiet, along with her fellow guard Olivia. Cannon is cut off. Inside there's Hamlin, and there is the speed of Hamlin doing some good work on the baseline to get herself open, and she scores the floater. Game and have a shot to win it. They would need big-time performances from there. Lost it inside, and Iowa State looking to run after the BYU turnover. They go right to Crooks, and 1. Gibb. Forces up a shot and gets it to go. On 4 of 6 shooting, Hamlin's got 11 on 4 of 7 shooting. And again, Chris on both sidelines, cancer awareness. As Hamlin, working off the screen, hits the long 2, and BYU back in front by 1.
She's got 1 speed and 1 speed only, and that scored. Look at the defense.
And Hamlin scores it after Barber grabbed it and flipped it back to her.
Her average 13 and 9 before she got hurt.
Olivia Hamlin.
They're very methodical, very disciplined offensively, so some early turnovers, uncharacteristic.
A block shot as Harris tried to shoot it while she was sitting down on the floor.
I'm not sure that was the greatest shot selection that Coach Fenley would want.
Shot clock is winding down, and Harris gonna throw it up and knock it down. Is whiffed by Polk, and Hamlin in transition drops in a 3. Brutal sequence right there for Iowa State. 14 points for Olivia Hamlin on 5 of 8 shooting, 2 3-pointers in 11 minutes. Good dish by Beatty inside, and this time it is finished.
You cannot afford to pinch strong side like that off of Mackenzie Hare.
Ari Mackey-Williams, strong move to the hoop. And how about the reserve guard for BYU answering back?
They're trying to push the tempo and get out in front of the Cyclones in transition.
Gibb. Delaney Gibb with 12 points. She's got 2 threes now, 5 of 7 shooting. She and Olivia Hamlin have combined for 31 of BYU's 48, and the Cougars lead by 6. This is their large lead, or matching their large lead, but it's short-lived. Audie Crooks answers right back in the post.
Well, Crooks just knows she can take over at any moment. If she can get the ball, good angles to the basket, there is no one that can stop her, not even the double team for BYU.
Rokel, and 1, Lotta Rokel. The Cougars 7 of 16 as Youssef flexes with the block shot on Williams. Access denied. Playing the third quarter.
And you see 6'3", long length, helping, keeps her body off, locates the ball.
An 18-point BYU lead, and the Cougars looking for more. Hamlin, baseline drive, nobody home. The lead out to 20. The Cougars in the last 5 games, again, averaging only 28 points per second half. They almost have 28 here in the third quarter alone. Crooks reestablishes inside, somehow gets the roll over the rim and go down. BYU working some clock now, shot clock down to 8 as we approach 8 minutes to play. Gibb, good bounce pass inside, Rokel. I mean, your 2 primary ball handlers have 2 combined turnovers. BYU only has 4, as you pointed out, Kristen. Crooks inside. You think Coach Fenley wanted to establish her deep in the post and try and get her a look out of that timeout?
At this point, they should be getting her ball every single time and just let her pound it down low and go to the rim.
And still, even with that bucket, Hamlin, more points in the paint for the Cougars. She's got a career high 23 after that make. Jada Williams. That's a money look for her as that one rattles down. Hudgens gives it back to Gibb. Delaney Gibb weaving through traffic, has Rokel again. Crooks with the block shot. The Cougars have now made 9 triples on 24 attempts and lead again by 19. Williams, immediate answer. Jada Williams.
You got to get a stop. If you're Iowa State, you have to get a stop. You can't trade baskets at this point.
Rokel, I mean the pick and roll.
But is late to recover back to Rokel or Yusuf, and they've done a fantastic job finding her.
How about the vision of Crooks right there to find Williams in the post?
I mean, coming into this game, Audie Crooks averaged 8 rebounds, but Rokel's been fantastic on the glass.
And Benali, with her first points of the game, they hit. So no score after that steal, and Iowa State go right to Hare. That's a new season high for Mackenzie Hare with 15 points. Cannon wants Benali, now has it on the handoff. And Benali loses it on the dribble drive into the paint. Beatty pays off the turnover. Cougars led by as many as 20 late in the third quarter. Gibb into a 3. Delaney Gibb, 21 points. Gibb, no good on the layup. Rokel had it in her hands for a moment, but it's pulled away, and the Cyclones will push. And that one drops in. 5 turnovers until about 4 minutes to play in the game. So BYU's ball security not great, and Iowa State misses a couple of bunnies at the hoop to close out a dominant home win for BYU.